Hey, Jersey Devil 1976 here. Today I'm going to do something just a little bit different. A couple weeks ago I was digging through my closet looking for something, and I stumbled upon my vintage Star Wars action figure collection. Now I've had this collection for quite a while, but to be honest, between getting married, having kids, and moving and all that stuff, I had these things packed away and I had completely forgotten about them. It was really exciting to actually find them again for the first time, and get them out and take them out and take a look at them. And when I had them open and was looking through them, my daughter was watching me and looking at the toys, and she was like really excited. She knows exactly what these are. She has seen the Star Wars movies before, and she just thought they were the coolest thing ever. And from that moment on, I was like, you know what? These things really need to be out on display. They don't need to be stashed in this case, in a box, in a closet where, no one else sees them, So I decided a couple things right then. I do want to display the figures I have, but I would also like to finish the collection of all the vintage action figures. There's around 100 figures, and I have right around, I think, about 55 or 56 figures right now. So I got still a ways to go. But, I'm kind of taking a break from 40K, and this is kind of a different thing for me to do, while I'm taking that break. So I thought it'd be interesting just to kind of show off what I have. Now, a lot of the figures you're seeing here, especially the ones in this Darth Vader case, are not originally mine. I did have a lot of these figures growing up, but, being, 5, 6 years old, getting these figures, you're not thinking about there being collectibles or use them later for display or selling them. You're playing with them. So a lot of the figures that we had between my brother and I, they're just not in really great shape anymore. The ones that I did have, they were missing their parts. The paint was all chipped off of them. Limbs were missing. I did manage to have a small handful of figures that were in really good shape. The other ones, though, sadly, after years and years of being played with, they just weren't really worth anything to look at. These in this Darth Vader case here, these are actually purchased for me by my father when I was about 16 years old. Now, he knew that I really liked playing with the Star Wars toys, and he knew that I wish I still had them. And he actually found these at a garage sale, and he brought them home for me one day after work. And at first, I just thought it was the case. And I was still really excited because I was like, oh, that's cool. I never had that before. And then he opened it up, and of course, as you see, it's just full of figures. Now, there were a few other figures that weren't in here, that aren't in here right now. There was like a bunch of snowtroopers and stormtroopers and some other characters that just didn't, have an assigned spot, from the stickers. So I took them out and packaged them separately. But overall, actually, it's still got the price tag that he paid for it. Let me see if I can get it there. $15. So even back then, this was a really good deal. A lot of them had all their weapons and their accessories. A few are missing capes. There's a couple that are ripped. But that stuff is fairly available online, and you can get replacements. But the majority of them do have all their weapons and accessories. And that's why some of these are in bags. I've been going through all the weapons and assigning the proper weapons to the proper figures, and that's just to keep them together, so I have a catalog of what I actually need to get. So let me just kind of quickly show you what I got. Let's start down here. I got Chewbacca, FX7, and C-3PO. I got my Luke Skywalkers there with Ben in the middle. Got Lando. There's a Jawa in there. And there's my Han Solos. I got the Hoth Commander and Soldier and Princess Leia. Now see, she's one. I'm missing the cape, so I need to get one for her. I got the little pig guys, Snaggletooth, Walrus Man, the AT-AT Driver, Star Destroyer Commander, Stormtrooper, Lobot, and an R2-D2. Up here I got Greedo, Dengar, Bosk, the Stormtrooper in Hoth gear, Hammerhead, IG-88, Darth Vader. Actually, he's down there. This is his cape. I have his cape, but as you can see, it's got a really bad tear in the arm. So I'm looking to replace that as well. And then a TIE Fighter pilot. Now, those were all the ones that were purchased in that case. The top row here that I'm showing you, these were actually originally mine, that were in actually decent shape that I could actually use for the collection. I had a few other ones. They're a little bit more rough, and I kind of have them on a standby, but most of them are doubles, so because me and my brother, we had to have the same figures, so we had two of like everything. Got Leia in Endor gear, Nikto, the Emperor, Admiral Akbar, got the Biker Scout. I got the Ewoks. I think this is Logray, Tebow, and I can't remember his name. I want to say it's Lumat. I think it's Lumat. And Yoda. Those from Yoda over, those are the ones that I had that were decent enough to use. Right here I got an extra C-3PO. I just purchased him. I'm deciding which one I'm going to use in the display. They're just about the same. I think he's a little bit better finish, but his joints are a little bit looser than the other one, so I don't know. We'll just have to see. Over here we got Zuckuss, Boba Fett, Luke in Hoth gear. Actually, Anakin Skywalker, he's one of mine. He belongs up in that top row. Got General Veers. A couple of Leias. Got Leia in her bounty hunter disguise and Hoth Leia. We got General Madine. What is he called? Rebel Commando. Reyes, Klaatu. And these are just, and these bottom row here, this is one I just picked up at a toy show this weekend, my first toy show since I started collecting, 2 weeks ago. And I found some really good deals, and I got some really nice figures to add to the collection. I think I only paid about $7 each for these. And and they are complete, I just have their guns off to the side. I got the Imperial Commander, got a Power Droid, or a Gonk Droid, R5-D4, got a 2-1B, got both Bespin security guards, and a Bespin Leia. And down here, this is kind of like my extras box. I got some doubles or some lesser condition figures down there, and just some spare parts and stuff like that, all the extra guns I have. So that's all that is. I'm going to either sell those or maybe trade them, or maybe just start a small collection for my kids. I think they would like that. Give them something to do too when they get a little bit older. So that is my set for right now. My next plan is to hopefully get my display case set up, get some action figure stands for these guys so that every time I open it up they don't fall over, and get them started on the display. And then right now I'm just kind of looking for figures to get the figures I'm missing. And then, if I find a weapon or something that I can get for fairly inexpensive, I'll pick it up to complete some that I need. But that's my plan for right now. Maybe get a couple figures a month, and maybe more if I find a really good deal. apparently there's a bunch of toy shows that take place here in the DFW area that I was not even aware of. So I just went to one. Apparently there was just 2 this weekend. I went to one of them. There was another one I just found out about today that I missed. So, but there's another one in a month that I'm going to try to go to. So maybe get a couple more figures. But that's what I got for right now, and I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope this brings maybe back some good memories of playing with these toys as a kid. And if there's any questions or comments, please just let me know. All right, thanks everyone.